Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what's going on? Today we're going to be talking about the Arsenal versus Crystal Palace preview. And before we get anything done, let's just get the administration work out of the way. I need you guys to do me a favor. Do me a favor, guys. Like the damn video, and let's try to get this to at least 100 likes, okay? On top of that, I'm going to do some other stuff for you guys. I put out a bunch of content over the past couple days, a bunch of content over the past couple hours. I'm going to be pumping out more content throughout the days. I need you guys to comment down below and let me know what you guys want me to put out. And if you like what I'm putting out, let me know. Tell me by leaving a comment what you think about the comments, right? So I got Steven here with me. You guys need to also do me another favor. I'm going to put Steven's channel in the comment section. If you're watching the playback, check out his channel. Also, I got Gunnar here. If you're watching this, you see Gunnar's channel. It's going to be in the comment section also. So subscribe to their channels. Let's get them to 1,000 subscribers also, right? So first things first. First thing on the agenda, we're going to be talking about the game, ladies and gentlemen. And before we do anything else, let's cue that intro. Bang. Yes. Okay, so we got Big Gunner, Steven, and obviously you know who I am, Egal, on egtv. And today we're going to be covering a lot of stuff, guys. But first things first, let's talk about the positives. Let's talk about the positives. So we have won some games, and Gabriel Martinelli did get injured, but positive news, he looks like he's going to be back in time for the game against Newcastle. Not this game. He won't be healthy for this game, but he will be back the next game. Gunnar, I'm not sure if there's any feedback or something. I'm hearing something in the background. If you could just mute yourself while you're not speaking, and then that would really help, guys. And first things first, I'm gonna open up the team news, see who's injured, if there's any injuries, anything else going on, and then we're gonna get into our team lineups, who we would pick to play in this team. And then from there, we just talk about Arsenal Palace, some of the history about Arsenal Palace, little things like that, right? So first things first, team news. If you guys don't know, there is actually a team called Crystal Palace that has a longer injury list than us. We have a bad injury list. But if you see Crystal Palace's injury list, like, guys, it is bad. I didn't know it was this bad until I seen it right now. So let me just show you. Let me show you their injury list. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. So they got their backup striker, their backup goalkeeper, their backup right back, their midfielders, their another two center backs. So they're out with 4 center backs are out almost, or 2 of them are doubtful at least. So they could be returning. In addition to Nathan Ferguson, we haven't seen him play one game yet. The up and coming right back from West Brom, and their backup striker. Wickham, we haven't seen him play much either. Luckily for us, Gabriel looks like he's back, Partey's back, and Martinelli will be missing this game, but he will be back the next game. Now, did you guys know it was this bad for Crystal Palace?
I knew it was bad. It wasn't that bad. I didn't know it was that bad because my mum's fiance is a Crystal Palace fan, so I do follow Palace a bit. So I didn't know it was that bad, but I'd say you did say a lot of them were backups as well. So you could also say it may not affect them too much because like their main strike force like are still available for the game. So it probably more affect them on the bench rather than the actual pitch itself. So it can leave Hodgson with difficult choices to make during the game. But yeah, it's bad than ours. I mean. Can I just ask about Gabriel? Did he actually have COVID or not?
No, I think he did not have COVID. What happened is
he just had symptoms.
Yeah. He just had symptoms. I don't think he had symptoms. I think he tested positive, but he didn't even have any symptoms. He was just around people who had COVID, so they had to keep him isolated from the squad because he tested positive, but he had no symptoms. And
that's good because I didn't want to end up like with Havertz, where it could possibly have an impact on his physical self, because I think that Havertz is suffering from long COVID myself, as well as being poor.
Yeah, Big Gunner, come on, bro. How you doing? Talk
Yeah.
to people.
Yeah, I'm
One
alright,
second.
man. Can
Just
you hear
one
me?
second. Since it's the first time you've been on, what I always do when it's the first time, Stephen, I'm just gonna take you out for a second. What I always do is I ask the person, when did they become an Arsenal fan? When was the first time you're on?
Yeah.
How are you? Like, just tell us about your journey as an Arsenal fan quickly.
My journey as an Arsenal fan, well, it's just a family thing, innit? Like, all my family support Arsenal. If they support another team, it's only West Ham, but everybody in my family supports Arsenal. So, I'm actually from Tottenham, so yeah, that's a bit interesting. But yeah, I've just always supported Arsenal. Go to, like, for about 2 seasons, I went to like all the away matches and stuff. I still go regular when we're allowed in the stadium. I go to like most of the home matches as well. So yeah, I'm just Arsenal through and through, man.
There you go. And then we already know about Stephen, guys. Stephen, how long you been supporting Arsenal?
Well, like I said, it's more a family thing. My dad's, with my late father was an Arsenal fan. My mum's an Arsenal fan, and a couple of my cousins are Arsenal fans. A couple of one of my uncles is an Arsenal fan. The other uncle, unfortunately, is a Spurs fan for some reason. But yeah, I didn't follow his route. I made thought I follow since. Right, and the thing is that the fact is you're from Tottenham and yet you still support Arsenal. Right, it says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely does. Definitely does. Now, next, what we're going to be talking about is the actual game itself. Like, we're not going to get too deep into the game yet, but we're going to break down. We're going to break down.
Before you just full screen it. Before we just get into it, can you just put a full screen? Because I'm just going to just move this mic.
Yeah.
Right, see this charity, Children's Liver Disease Foundation. Go search them up on Google. Right, loads of information, and give them support and donate what you can. Right, and help this charity out, as well as help my channel out get to 1,000 subscribers, so it can help them out. So
there you go. And now you got a Big Gunner. You got anything you want to tell the people?
Yeah, just follow me on Instagram and Twitter. The way they show, and on YouTube, I'm just a Big Gunner, man, and I'm just here like Egal, just trying to give those positive Arsenal vibes, because it's quite a bit of negativity going on with our team at the moment. So we just got to stay positive, man, and look what's happening. It's been positive for the last few games, and things look like they're turning around, man.
There you go. There you go. So yeah, I'm just gonna mute you, Big Gunner, because for some reason I'm hearing like mics, and your mic's picking up your mouse and everything. It's picking up so much stuff. It's too good. That's when you got a good mic. It's literally picking up every single noise. Now, before we get into the actual everything involving the game, let's look deeper into the past with Palace. If you guys don't remember, under Unai Emery's reign, they were one of the teams that halted our top 4 chances with that result that they got against us. And let's just look at some of the last couple games against Crystal Palace. They've been a bogey team a little bit, so getting a lot of draws from us, getting some wins at the Emirates, like that 3-2 win, that draw at the Emirates, the draw at their house. Like, the last 3 games have not been good against Palace. The last 4 games have not been good against Palace. That last game, the 4-1 in 2018, I was actually at that game. That was my first game that I've ever gone to live. And it was a good experience. If I recall, Lacazette scored, Monreal scored. I think Ozil set up Lacazette's goal. And am I mistaken? Monreal came back from injury and got 2 assists from that and a goal. So was it Wobie that scored? I forget. But yeah, that was the first game, and it's almost like I remember yesterday. I was sitting in the upper tier. Yeah, people were looking at me like a crazy person. Why are you celebrating a tackle? I was just getting into it. But yeah, what about you guys? What's your memories of Crystal Palace versus Arsenal? Because this does not look good, does it?
Nah, it obviously is. It's been a bogey team for the last few seasons, and it's kind of weird since that. Since we've developed our interest in Zaha, that we've seemed to struggle against Crystal Palace. As well as that, it's just yeah, I think the 3-2 Palace, everyone could say that everyone looks to that game with Unai Emery because that really was sort of like he put half the side out and really we ended up finishing a point above top four. But then again, you could then say, well, if Aubameyang scored that penalty against Tottenham at Wembley, we could have got top four that way. But yeah, Crystal Palace has always been a difficult side to play against. And do you know what's funny as well is that since my mum started, when is now out with her fiance, we've struggled against Crystal Palace.
That has nothing to do with it. That's like saying
I'm just saying.
Since Troops came back to the UK, we started winning. Our form depends on Troops being in the UK or not. Like that is absolute bollocks.
Yeah, no, I mean, last season's games were just they were madness, man. We was winning 2-0 at we was winning 1-0, weren't we, at the Crystal Palace? But I don't know, man. It's just they're not even that good. That's what's annoying. And like Stephen said, it's since we started talking about Zaha coming to Arsenal, he just ups his game just to prove us wrong, to show that he's better than Pepe. And they've just been getting good results against us. We should win.
That's the thing as well. Sorry, it's just that with Zaha and the fact we've been so interested in Zaha is that when he ups his game, the rest of the team up their game. So they really want to prove a point that they can go toe to toe with us with Zaha. It's more like leading by example.
Okay, so forget about the old games. Now, the thing that worries me is nothing in the past matters. Right now, those guys, they're playing well. They're actually above us in the league, aren't they? Am I mistaken? No, they're below us in the league, but they're 1 point behind us. 1 point, you know.
I've lost track of the lead. It's so mad this season. Like 1 minute we're 11th, 1 minute we're 14th, right? And it's so mad. It's like I'll worry about it when it starts getting to March, April. Then, like when it clears up a bit, because it's 1 minute you're up and down like a yo-yo.
Yeah. So Big Gunner, Steve, let's look at what Who Scores predicts as a team, and then we're gonna talk about what team we're gonna pick in a minute. But before we do that, does anyone scare you in that Crystal Palace team? Because for me, Crystal Palace does have some danger men. They have guys like, for me, what scares me is Zaha and this guy named Ezzy. Arsenal Academy graduate, not graduate, 13-year-old when he left the club, but still, that guy is going to be a problem for us.
And we like to give away free kicks as well. Yeah.
What?
Guys, so I was gonna say, we give away loads of free kicks. So is it Mihailovic on the free kicks? He scores quite a few. But yeah, it's only Zaha and Eze, to be fair, that we should really be worried about. But if we play how we should play, they shouldn't have the ball anyway. So we should be fine. But we just don't know what Arsenal are gonna get. So
I would also say Guaita's quite a good goalkeeper. They've got in goal as well. I was suggesting him as like a backup goalkeeper. But then again, I can suggest myself as a backup goalkeeper with what we got as a backup.
Hey, the club realizes that, and they might get rid of Runnerson sooner than later, right? Now, before we get into our Arsenal team, Benteke starting, is that a problem for us physicality wise? Because we usually struggle with guys with physicality, but I don't think Benteke has been scoring goals. Actually, the game that I went to, I think Benteke scored.
Probably his last goal.
No, it wasn't him. My bad. It was a weird 4-1 where the final goal was like, it was a set piece and it bounced off the goalkeeper and it went to the striker and he just tapped it in. But yeah, I think it was a midfielder. I think it was Luka Milojevic who scored. Milojevic, yeah, that's his name. Honestly, these guys.
Townsend could be a problem as well. You will say about Eze. Townsend could be on his day a real problem down that right hand side. But I do think with Tierney there, I do think that Tierney will be able to deal with him quite easily.
You know what it is for me though? There's too much pace and energy in our attack for their defense and midfield. Now that we have Saka, Emil Smith Rowe, and possibly Martinelli coming back, it's almost like a lot of these teams, they would benefit from a Pepe and a Willock or a Ceballos because they're so slow on with their decision making. Where Saka, it's literally 1 second if he's there, next second he's gone. Emil Smith Rowe, same thing. Lacazette, he's been playing a lot better because he has people around him who can actually feed off his passing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is why I say Xhaka in the middle is very key, because Xhaka's upped his pace and he's upped his game as well. Right, and you saw it against Newcastle how slow the two behind in front of the defense was, Waneni and Willock. I mean, part of me felt sorry for Willock. He just lost. He looked like a ghost. No, he wasn't there. No.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I know the agenda with you and Bellerin stays tall, and Willock too. For her, Willock, honestly, it's not an agenda. He's just very slow. We know that. I had a Newcastle fan on the other day in Kendall, and she said she wouldn't take him at Newcastle because he's so slow.
I don't see that he's slow. I just feel that he doesn't have a position, and I think that goes against him because we've played him in all different positions this season. Like even last season, there was times where he's played out on the left. You've just got to give him a position, and what he's good at is what Ramsey used to be good at, is the late runs into the box. And because he has got that sort, because he's got that sort of power, his size as well, it's hard to pick him up and control him. But we don't utilize him, and him playing in the middle with El Neni was never going to work, because whoever plays with El Neni's got too much work to do, because I don't know what he does. Like I've seen him play one good game, and that was when Partey was playing. Those two at Man United, that worked. But apart from that, I don't think he could work with anybody else, man.
Yeah, yo, I don't know what's going on with your mic, but it's picking up random noises. Random noises. Like it's hurting my ears. I'm not gonna lie. Do you have like headphones or something else? Because your mic is too powerful. It's picking up every little thing. Anyways, moving on. Sorry, I just muted you. What were you saying?
I'll say I'm gonna turn off and go get my headphones, innit?
Aye, enough said. We'll just take you out for a bit. So yeah, so Stephen, to me, the main thing that people don't realize is this Arsenal team. The biggest change has been our form. In our form has been Lacazette. He is the most on-form striker in the Premier League. And people don't rate Lacazette. People generally do not rate Lacazette. But you know what? You have to rate somebody when they're doing well. As much as you can hate on a guy, as much as you can cuss him.
Oh yeah, I agree. I agree. I mean, you could sit there and say Bellingham's been decent the last few games, and I'll sit there and say, I mean, you know me. I'll sit there and say, yeah, he's had a decent game. He's had a decent few games, but I'll be totally convinced if he does it on a consistent level, then I will be convinced. And it's just like some people, like, because of how hurt maybe of how poor they've been, because us fans, if they play poorly and we keep losing, it hurts. It really does hurt. So because of that, because they've got that angle probably from that player hurting them by not playing well, they have that agenda against them.
Does it sound better?
Yeah, much better. Because you might be a little quieter now, but it's not all that noise in the background.
It's because I didn't have the mic plugged in. Like I was using my MacBook mic. I didn't realize, but now I'm better now. I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, what I was talking about is Lacazette. Why is it that people hate on Lacazette? He's one of the most on-form players in the Premier League. There's still people saying he's shit. He needs to get out the club. This, that. Like that to me is disgusting behavior by our fans. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's just one of those things. I think when it's one of those ones where someone comes from France and you're expecting it, like there was just like, we know Madrid wanted him, Atletico Madrid wanted him, so we knew that he had a bit of quality about him. I think we know he's got more goals in him than he actually scores. And I think that's what frustrates people, because I think that when he does score a goal, or when he does really hit a ball, he hits it properly. And like, look at the goals that he's actually scored for us. Like the quality of most of these goals. I think that's why people get so annoyed, because we know he can do it, but top strikers don't go through like 6 or 7 games without scoring. And I feel like that comes once or twice a season for him. And I think that's probably why people get so annoyed with him. But I've never wanted to sell Lacazette, because, as you can see, Aubameyang is a better finisher than him, but Aubameyang can't play as the number 1 striker. He doesn't have the hold-up play. He can't bring others into play. He's basically like, he needs it over the top.
He's one of them if you're playing against a team with a high line.
Yeah.
Because you're running, but you see it with like you saw it against Newcastle when his first chance with Luiz, ball over the top, he's through. Like defenders aren't catching him. It buries it in the top corner. Now, compared to Lacazette, Aubameyang's more clinical. We all know that, right? 2 of the those 3 clear-cut chances he had. One was at an angle. The other 2, one he missed and he should have scored, and the one he did score. Whereas Lacazette, you probably have to have 6 or 7 chances, right? But I think the difference with Lacazette is, like you're saying, if we're playing against a team like Palace with a low block, it'd be better probably maybe having Aubameyang on the, if you're not playing Martinelli on the left, play Aubameyang on the left and have Lacazette in the middle to hold them up.
Okay.
I mean,
but like I was just saying with
us?
Lacazette and their agenda, is that because it hurts us as fans when they don't play well and we end up losing because of that. They then build this agenda up, and because of the anger, they can't let go. And they can't sort of just take the anger away from it, take the pain from it, and just look, oh yeah, this game he had a good game. This game he had a good game, right? I mean, Bellerin, I can't stand him, but he had a good game against Chelsea, for example. He had a decent game. He weren't completely shit.
Okay, so let's talking about Bellerin. We're gonna get into the team sheet and who we're gonna pick for the team. So let's get right into that. Let's just dive right into that now, because I think you guys are gonna pick a different team from me. I think Arteta's gonna pick a different team from us. Everything that we predict usually is completely different. But you know what? Surprisingly, some of these last couple of games, he's gone with similar teams to what the fans would usually predict. Like a lot of the fans were saying, keep playing Emos. A lot of the fans need to continue. Say it again.
It said I was using that for a while, but now I use the ultimate team builder you can find.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I like using this because it's just easier for me. So first things first, Leno in goal. We don't have another registered goalkeeper that's actually real. Like, I don't believe that we actually have a real goalkeeper. Like, this is not real to me. Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get why we only have 1 goalkeeper. We should have at least 2 decent goalkeepers in the club. Can you guys talk to me? What's going on? What's going on with the goalkeeper situation? Because we have 1 good goalkeeper, but we feel like we should at least have 3.
It feels to me it's just like it shows the inexperience of this board.
Yeah,
it does. It shows the inexperience and quality of this board that we haven't. We had 2 quality goalkeepers, and now we've got 1 quality goalkeeper and 1 that's completely dead.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't think they thought Martinez was going to leave. Like, I just think we all just thought he was just going to just stay forever.
I did.
Because he's been there for 10 years, and what has he played? That was the first time he played 6 or 7 games in a row. So I think most of us thought he was going to stay, and then when they realized he was going, it was just too late. And I don't know who or how they found Runnison, but somebody found him.
Well, apparently the goalkeeping coach recommended him.
We need
to be sacked.
We need a new one.
But can I say? I'll just say this with Martinez. People saying, "Oh, we should have kept Martinez." But you can't just drop Leno just because he's been injured, right? When he's just been just as good. And 2, right, you can't after 10 games then start demanding I should be number one.
Okay.
Well, you can't do that. The Arsenal couldn't offer that to him.
Let's
So he had to
appreciate
go.
Leno though. He has been
But
decent.
yeah, I'm not saying Leno. I've got problems with Leno at all. He's a quality goalkeeper.
Okay, so we're leaving Leno alone. He hasn't done anything wrong. To me, the positions where we're going to have debate is the right back position. But I feel like it doesn't matter what we do, Bellerin is going to start in the right back position. Let's be real.
Do you feel like do you think like he shouldn't start Egal? I know
I
what
feel like
Steve
Bellerin's been good actually. Like
Yeah.
recently, like I'm not gonna complain. He has been good. I do understand a lot of the people who don't like Bellerin, and I generally have times where he's pissed me off. Like
Yeah.
against Liverpool, against Man City, against Wolves, consistently pissed me off. Against Tottenham especially. What the hell are you doing?
Oh,
But right now, he's been playing lesser competition. He's been playing well against this team. Eze is going to give him problems. I think Ainsley should start.
sorry, that was just my mum. Sorry.
No, but no.
The problem is a lot of people say Cedric is the better right back. The guy plays like a centre back. He doesn't even go forward that often. So obviously he's not going to be caught out of position when you're not pushing forward. Bellerin plays most of his football in the opposition half. He's trying to attack because he's anyways not that great at defending. And
Yeah,
one of
jump
the
on.
midfielders definitely switches back like they do for Tierney as well, like Xhaka does for Tierney. So his main role is supposed to be attack minded, and if he's not doing that, then drop him. But if you are saying that Ainsley is a better defender, that is again because of his lack of creativity up front. He's not that great up front. If he's pushing forward, even he will get caught out. Cedric doesn't push forward at all. He's good in the cup competitions, but not as a Premier League right back.
That's great. It's just that when I look at a right back, the first thing I look at is you are supposed to nullify the left winger. You're not supposed to let him get crosses in the box, beat you one-on-one. Right? Not then when you do all that, we can then focus about attacking wise on the pitch. That's why you then got a right winger and a left winger. So the primary thing as a right back, which is what it's in its job description, back, you defend. You are part of that defensive unit.
No, but the thing was that when we did not have a central creative midfielder, the problem was all the creativity was coming through the wings. So they were over dependent and the transition was not smooth. Now with the central creative midfielder coming in, the transition is way smoother, and Bellerin and Tierney don't have to do as much work as they had to do when there was no creative midfielder. So because of that, what happens is their work up front becomes easier and they can put in more effort in tracking back as well. So now that is why when we see in the last 2-3 games, Bellerin also looks a bit better than he was looking in the games before when Smith Rowe has come in.
But
Okay,
yeah, but
so
that's when it
what are
comes.
you gonna
I will
go
just
with?
say is when it comes to one-on-one, we are watching Crystal Palace and Zaha go up against Bellerin. Right now, I don't know about you, but I'm shitting myself over that one.
Yeah, you know what? It's not even Crystal Palace and this whole Zaha thing. To me, Eze is a bigger problem.
Yeah, even that.
Eze is the bigger problem. Go ahead. What were you
I was
gonna
gonna
say?
say my problem is I don't even think it's the players themselves. I think it's the coaching. I don't think Bellerin has ever been coached how to defend. I think he's always just been just play the way you're playing, and it hasn't really ever. We've never, when we was at the top of our game, we never really needed him to be able to defend because our possession was always like 70%, 65%. So we always had the ball. But now, once we started like not having the ball as much, you notice it more that his defending isn't great. Just the way that he's linking up with Emil Smith Rowe and Lacazette at the moment, like for the last couple of games, I would put him in there just because of that. I think you've got to keep your defense the same. You've got to try and play 6 or 7 games, up to 10 games with the exact same defense, so that they can build on it. Yeah, I would just be going with Bellerin. To be fair, I would be going with Bellerin.
Yeah, the only problem I have now with Bellerin is just because of his injury, he's now got no pace whatsoever, which is why he's got caught out so many times on the like off the ball. Let alone his decision making, like he's watching Son run down the wing and then, oh yeah, I've got a defender. Oh, and by that point, Son's already gone, right? So it's for me, since his injury, his pace has been non-existent, and because he's got no pace, he's getting caught out many times.
So who are we putting in? I put Ainsley in.
You putting in who you want to play or who you think is going to play?
Who do you think is going to play?
Bellerin.
Who do you want to play?
Ainsley.
I'll still say Bellerin.
Bellerin.
Okay, so we're going to keep Bellerin. On the left, Captain Tierney.
Yeah, it's not even a discussion, is it?
Napoli offered us 100 million for Tierney. Are you going to take it?
If they're selling their club to us, I would take it.
I'd send them 2 words: fuck off.
Really? So if they offered you 100 million, you said
200 million. No. If we want to go back to winning the league, he's got to stay. Otherwise, this club's got no ambition.
Okay, so some guy on TalkSport today said Kieran Tierney is no better than Luke Shaw, and any of these other guys.
He was talking crazy. I watched that. He was just talking crazy. He just doesn't.
How drunk was he?
He's pretty bad.
He must have been taking shots early in the morning.
No,
he was saying that he was like the sixth best. He's not even. He's basically saying, what was it? I think it was Andy Durham.
Andy Durham. Oh yeah, that's it all, doesn't it?
He was saying that even Chilwell was better than him. He was basically saying that he's like the 7th best.
No, he said Chilwell is miles ahead of him.
Yeah, he said miles ahead. Yeah,
Chilwell. Yeah, okay. So he really played well against us, didn't he?
I can imagine the comment section. People must be asking, where did this guy learn to count?
Nah, I think he just winds us up in it. They used to have Daily Arsenal on there where they just took the piss out of us every day.
No, but this is the thing. It's like with TalkSport these days, right? They will do anything just to spark off reactions.
Yeah.
They'll literally say that. Just they're not trying to be. They're not actually. That's not their general opinion. They know Tierney's 10 times better. Right? They're just doing it just to wind us up. So it's like literally that. Like, but the problem is that the fan base is so reactive. There will be people on biting it, and you're looking at it like that. Just don't react.
Listen. TalkSport. I could play the sound without getting copyright. So I'm gonna play the sound. You guys can hear what he said. Do you want to hear what he said?
Yeah, go on. Play.
Where is it? Where is it?
And by the way, TalkSport, you can fuck off. Fan channels are staying.
Where is it? They're talking about Kieran Tierney, and he's talking craziness. Yo, did someone send it in the group chat, or is it still like, where is this? Kieran Tierney, TalkSport. I can't even find it now. If someone
at least the guy should have said that Tierney may be amongst the top 6, but right now he's playing like the best defender and the best left back in the Premier League. That would have still made sense. What does it mean that he's the 6th best right now or overall? If the guy hasn't seen him play clearly.
Honestly, to be fair, do you know what? Actually, we don't need to hear it. Do you know why? We know the truth. We know the truth.
No, I think they were saying that every team needs a Harry Winks as well. That was his.
Yeah, well, right. If every team had a Spurs fan, every team would bottle the fucking league every season.
Yeah, so I think this pretty much justifies moving on. No need. You're right. People are agreeing with you. People are agreeing with you, buddy. They're saying you're 100% right about Tierney. So you know what? I'll just put Tierney in the team, and we'll swiftly move on to the center back pairing. Every single one of us have our own center back pairing, but I'm just going to show the players, and then we're going to then figure out what we're going to do. So since Chambers is injured, Mustafi should not be nowhere near this team with a 10-foot pole. He's in France. Socrates is not even on as an option for me. So there's 4 options. You have Holding, who just got a new deal. I think he's guaranteed to play this game. You have Gabriel, who's coming back from an injury. I don't think he's going to play this game. You have David Luiz, who would only play if Holding's not playing. And then you have Pablo Mari, who to me is first name on the team sheet. He hasn't missed a game. He's been amazing. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree with that. I wouldn't change it, to be fair. Just Holding and Murray. It would be silly to bring Gabriel back in. I could see why you would bring him in just for the extra bit of pace. But like, we don't know what sort of effects like he's had from whatever illness or whatever he had. So I just think it would just be silly to put him in there. So I would keep it that back line. As I say, I think we
Would
need to
you
be
say
playing.
if he said he's fully fit, would you still, or would if he
Yeah,
said he's
I
fully
still
fit,
think-
would you play him then?
No, I still wouldn't play him now. I
Oh.
think maybe Newcastle, the Newcastle game. but
Newcastle.
yeah, not this game. I just think just
I-
keep it how it is.
Yeah,
I
that
think-
hybrid game, and let's not go too far.
He's not the best left back in the world, but yeah, he's right up there right now.
He's definitely up there, but not
You
that
never
high yet.
change a winning back four. I agree with that comment.
That's what I'm
100%
saying.
agree
That's
with
why
that comment.
don't
Yeah,
change it.
yeah.
It's-
If you,
But winning midfield can change. If Partey is healthy, do we put him back in or do we just give him another rest?
Again, I would give him a rest. Bring him on for 20 minutes at the end.
Yeah.
Don't start him because
Okay,
whenever
so are
we
you going
no
Elneny?
get him off the screen, please.
Xhaka's
It has to be-
Xhaka. It's got to be
It has to
Xhaka.
be Xhaka.
He's the only one that covers Tierney with any sort of sense. I'm not his
Yeah.
biggest fan, but he has some sense when
We
Tierney
just say he's the
goes,
best of a bad
to cover
bunch.
him. Yeah,
Okay, so who's
basically.
playing next to him? Spinorama.
Spinner.
Yeah, I would be playing him. I would be playing him.
Sorry.
I thought you were going for the Spinneroonie Bukati trademark.
Yeah, you know what? There's he could be a fidget spinner. He could be a spin move. I don't know. Well, my opinion is Ceballos over Elneny.
That's why he hasn't gone back to Real Madrid. He's so spinning
Ceballos
around. He's
over
so,
Elneny? But neither of them are good enough in my opinion. We need to
I
find
will
a
say-
way. Call me
I will say-
crazy. We
Yeah.
need to find a way to get Aziz into this team eventually sometime this year.
I will say something probably controversial. If I have to pick Ceballos there, I would rather play Willian there because his finishing is shit, but his transition play is good.
Who? Willick.
Willian.
That is definitely crazy talk.
No,
Whoa,
no,
whoa,
Willian.
whoa,
Willian in midfield.
whoa, hold the
Yes,
phone.
yes.
No, it's a crime to put Willian in an Arsenal shirt.
Let
It's a
alone a
crime.
midfield. Let alone a midfield.
God.
His-
Why not put
best-
Ainsley? Why not put Ainsley?
If you're gonna do that, yeah,
Ainsley
I would
Ainsley, that's a good shout.
Ainsley doesn't play there. He doesn't play there. His problem is the creative problem part of the defense. When he plays as a right back, his main problem is that he's not good enough in the attacking situation. So if you're playing him there again, he has to carry the ball in transition and forward. So that
I
is the
don't
same
even
thing.
agree. I don't agree with that. He's not good at attacking. I think he
Yeah.
is the
Mari's
better
not
attacking than
Brazilian.
most.
He said Brazilian. He likes the Brazilian connection. Mari's not Brazilian. Mari's
Yeah.
He's Spanish who went to Brazil and was playing there.
Okay, so this is the team so far, guys. Yo, Big Gunner, I cut you off. What were you gonna say?
No, I'm saying I wouldn't. Me personally, yeah, I'd be playing Ceballos. I think he's clever. When you watch him, he is clever. He does hold on the ball too much, but he's such a clever footballer. So I'll be putting him in there with Xhaka.
Okay. Now next,
I would go
We're
for
putting-
that the combination that you put in. I would rather play Xhaka and Niles possibly, or Willian over Ceballos. I think Ceballos is going back. No time, no point wasting any time on him. I would have even sent him back in this month itself.
okay, so let's pick a team that. So far, we picked a team that Arteta is gonna pick. So we're gonna stick with that. Let's keep it realistic. Where he's gonna play Ceballos or Elneny. He's not gonna play Ainsley in the midfield. So yeah, so let's just do that. So the front three, we've seen Aubameyang play 2 games back to back, and before we do that, let's just get the simple things out of the way. Bukayo, blood clot Xhaka, or whatever you want to call him, he is not leaving that right wing. That right wing is Bukayo's spot. Bukayo is the future right winger, or left winger, or whatever wing, or even if we want to play him as a 10, Bukayo Saka to me is first team on the team sheet, our best player this season, player of the season, player of 2020, player of 2021 probably. This kid is the future. We might have to give him a new contract if he outperforms it next season again.
Guys,
This
say,
is-
you know, Sentiment FC, big up to you two.
yeah, Sentiment FC
Yep,
is the
big
guy.
up.
He's everywhere.
And everyone in the chat.
Yeah, and big up to all the people. What do you call it? So yeah, let's be honest. Bukayo Saka's not going nowhere.
Oh,
He's
no,
staying
of
on that
course
right
not.
hand side.
Yeah, it's not a debate, is it? It's not even worth talking about.
Did you guys see Bukayo Saka get scared?
Can we not debate this? Right, right winger Saka, Smith Rowe sent us in the 10.
Smith Rowe in the 10?
Yeah, no
100%.
debate about it.
That's no debate. So we're not even going to bother. It's whoever goes on the left.
Unless you're bringing back Mesut Ozil from Fenerbahce.
What, for a send-off? No, he
Listen,
don't deserve that, man. Just
I
give him his
wouldn't be
taxi.
surprised if we saw
Just
Willian
give him his
tomorrow.
taxi fee in his airport, right? He's lucky we even paying his taxi fee. Right.
Okay. Now, next. No, he's already there. He's already there.
Oh, is
next,
he?
for me, on the left.
Send me a postcard.
On the left, it's Aubameyang.
No debate again.
What option do we have?
I'd play if since Martinelli's out, Oba and Lacazette.
1 second. We got Jesse. Jesse finally joined. Jesse,
sorry.
what's good?
Hey.
Jesse, what's good?
Oh, it's good. Hello.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing okay, thank you.
So we're gonna if you have any other topics, we'll discuss it in a moment. But right now we're just discussing the left wing. Is there any other option besides Aubameyang? Martinelli's not fit. Pepe is not going to play on the left for me. Willian is not going to play on the left for me. So I would play the same starting 11 basically as last week.
Nelson, do you think he can play?
No,
Nelson's
Nelson is not playing.
We need to sell Nelson, man.
Nelson's got to go.
We need to sell him, man.
You know what? Nelson disappointed me against Newcastle, so I think.
Whoa! Can I just address this? One comment. Danny retired at number 10 for Ozil. You are smoking something, aren't you?
No, he's trolling. He's joking.
Yeah, man. Because that should be Bergkamp's at least.
Nah, there's in football you don't retire a person.
Yeah.
Or else there'd be no numbers left. Anyways, Jesse, you were gonna say Reece Nelson disappointed you?
Yeah, he disappointed me against Newcastle because he should. I thought like he didn't deliver against Newcastle. Like the first minute when he had the shot on target, I thought okay, but the rest of the game he didn't even do much. And I wanted Reece Nelson to develop also, especially this season. But if he's not going to deliver, then he might be loaned. So,
but I don't understand one thing. Before he got injured, he had 2 to 3 good games, and now after he came back from injury, he had 1 bad game. So when he was not injured, people wanted him in the team. Now that he has 1 bad game, people want him sold.
I've never wanted him in the team. Never, ever.
He was playing well. He was playing well before he got injured. 2 to 3 good games he had.
Listen, I'll tell you this. I'm not
I'd worry about the weekend, mate.
To me, he's not the guy I want sold. The guy I want sold, or the guy I want gone, it would be Eddie Nketiah.
That's what I wanted him out as well.
Nketiah does not start a game for me the rest of the season. I would rather start Balogun.
Yeah.
Balogun deserves to stay at Arsenal, but no, it's not likely to happen because Eddie's about to be stayed at Arsenal, said by Arteta. So I was really shocked I was really surprised. I thought this year Balogun was going to shine this year for Arsenal. Literally, that Insta post, I thought it was going to be an inspirational message saying this is him in 2021, but looks likely it's not going to happen.
Yeah, no, that's sad. Let's be real, that's been really sad. And now, just before we go, I'm going to show you guys who the last guy I picked is. The last guy I'm picking is probably one of the most on-form players in the Arsenal team, one of the most on-form players in the Premier League, one of the players who everyone wants sold. Everyone criticized in the summer. Everyone criticized during the bad run. Lacazette. We got to give him some credit. And you know what? I got to give Nitish credit.
No, listen, the only credit I'll give him.
One second. Let me give Nitish his credit. Nitish said on a show before Lacazette went on fire, he said, Lacazette is our best number 10. Our best number 9. Lacazette brings the most out of everybody. Lacazette just needs to be played with better players around him. He would be doing as good as all the other strikers that we have.
Now, yeah, I'm trying to say this. Yeah, thank you to Lacazette, for scoring the goals and getting his value up, so we can sell him for more money next summer.
Oh, Samuel, come on! You've got to give a credit where credit's due. Come on, right? I want him sold, but seriously, I hate Bellerin as well, right? But if he has a decent game, you give him credit.
Yeah, I'm praising
The thing
him.
is,
He's
you
doing
tell him.
well.
Come
The
on,
thing
man.
You sell him.
in
Who
the
do you
long
get
term,
in?
he's not a part of Arsenal Football Club, such
Who
as
do you
Bellerin.
get in? So who do you get in? Who do you tell me who you're going to get in with the quality that he has if we sold Lacazette, and how much you're going to pay for it?
Okay, depends how much you get for Lacazette, though.
No, but who are you going to get? You haven't given me a player that you're going to get yet.
Well, okay, one player that I like a lot is Daniel Marlin from PSV Eindhoven.
See, come on, man. I'm talking about serious players. Like we're talking about proven players here. You're telling me someone that's played for PSV in the Dutch league. I mean, it doesn't make sense. People, they just get a bit upset when Lacazette plays rubbish, but he's been playing well in the last 4 or 5 games. So we have to give him his dues. He needs to start again because he's linking everything together right now, and that's all I have to say about that.
It's working, so why are you not happy about it?
I'm happy for him, but in the long term, for Arsenal Football Club to be successful next summer,
Yeah, but we can't do
as
anything.
of right now, yes, I'll keep him, but this summer I'll get rid of him. That's my opinion.
But if Aubameyang keeps playing the way he is playing, then what do? Where will the goals come from? And the thing was, one thing, thank you, Egal. I also wanted to add that I said Lacazette would be our top scorer this season, and it's right now happening. Let's see what happens, because he was playing in a false 9 role, and he was in the midfield most of the time during the part of the season where we did not have a central attacking midfielder. At that point of time, he was playing deep in midfield. When Oba started doing that, even he lost his goal scoring form. So when now he's playing as a proper striker with a person behind him to feed the ball and link up with him, which we can see in Emil Smith Rowe, he is able to score goals. Also, one more thing, people always tend to say that he misses chances. He's not as clinical as Aubameyang. If you compare him to Aubameyang, you'll always fall short in terms of number of conversions. But if you see his overall play, the hold-up play, the link-up play, Arsenal have made one mistake. When they had Giroud as the striker, they knew he's not good enough to win the league. All they had to do was add another striker to complete the pairing and help us win the league. But what Wenger did, he got Sanogo in. And then eventually Giroud had a goal drought, like Aubameyang is having right now, more or less. And then the fans started turning on him. When you have a good striker, he's not great, but he's good. You add another good striker or a great striker, and they complement each other. You don't get rid of one and then look for 2 new strikers.
Can I just add to something else here, right? I'm probably the only person on there that's saying Arteta out, right? Now, if he goes on a madness or he gets us back up to top 8, top 6, we get somewhere in the FA Cup and we cover and actually starts making the right moves in the transfers market that makes us actually looking ambitious, as well as tactically being better on the pitch, as well as in-game management being better than it was at the start of the season, then I'll say I got it wrong. And I'll quite openly admit that. And I'll give him more time. Right? And it's like, no, I'm going to criticise Arteta every game for little this, little that, right? I'll give credit where credit's due.
Is he talking?
I was on mute.
Yeah, 1 second.
Oh.
Before we get back onto predictions of the game, I'm just going to show you guys what our final prediction is for Arteta starting 11. This is what we think Arteta's going to go with, more or less. Do you guys disagree?
No, I don't disagree.
I think this is what Arteta's more or less going to go with. That's what his team is going to be. Now we got YS in the line. YS, what are you saying?
Yeah, I'm good. What are you saying?
I'm chilling, bro. Now, before we move on, what do you guys think the score prediction is for the game by the bookies?
I think
there's
like
there's no need for the language of calling me a Spurs fan every game off. You've got the balls to say that. Come on in and say it.
Nah, anyone can be Arteta in or out. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're in or out. Let him do it. It shouldn't bother you. You know what I mean?
No, but
now Nitish's doing a face reveal. Woo!
Whoa!
No, I actually moved to a new location, so I'm still trying to set up everything here, and it's kind of a mess still. And but I have one comment that I would like to address as well. That some people are saying that we are relying a lot on youngsters. If any other club in Europe relies on youngsters, people are saying, look at their model. They are doing everything right. They are the youngsters are performing. They're making everything happen. Long-term players they got already set to go, and their squad is ready. When we are relying on youngsters, we are playing our youngsters. People are saying that it is pathetic that we have to rely on youngsters. I don't get the logic. Like, why do you criticize your own club when it is playing youngsters? Some time ago, they were saying that Emery used to play the youngsters. Arteta doesn't play youngsters. Get him out. Emery gave youngsters chance. Now they're saying that we are relying on youngsters, and it is pathetic. I don't understand what side are they on now.
Yeah, it's true. So yeah, are you guys surprised that the bookies went 2-1?
Yeah,
No.
Nah, to be honest, that's what I predicted.
Okay.
Someone
We're
is
moving on.
listening to
Yeah,
video in
someone's
the
listening
background.
to it playing in the background.
Yeah, something's playing in the background. Is it YS or is it Jess? I think it's Jess. Jess, are you watching the Sheffield United Newcastle game?
Pardon?
Are you watching the Newcastle Sheffield United game?
No.
Is it YS?
Someone's
Nah,
watching
nah,
football, aren't they?
Somebody's playing something in the background. Anyways, let's get YS's thoughts. YS, what's your prediction for the game, bro?
bro, I think it's gonna be a close one. I'd say 2-1 to Arsenal.
2-1. And
You
you
know
got
what?
anything you gotta say before you go? I'm just gonna take you out so we can get someone else in.
You know, Crystal Palace is there. They are bogey team, so we have to like slap them up this time. You remember how many points they took off us like last season and this season and last season? Yeah.
Yeah, we spoke about that at the beginning of the video. Actually, the last 4 games we didn't get a win against them. There were 2 losses and 2 draws.
Yeah, and every time we got away to them, they beat us or we drove.
Yeah, some crazy stuff. Now, thanks for coming on, bro. Appreciate it. Now, Jess, what's your prediction for the game?
I'm going for either 2-1 Arsenal or 2-2. But I'm hoping we can win this game so we can catch up to Chelsea in the Premier League, who we are 3 points behind. So it's over. I think 2-1 Arsenal. I think we can win against Palace. I mean, anything is possible in this game, despite Palace with players like Zaha, Eze, Benteke, and all of those we have to watch out for. But I'm having faith. I have faith that we can win. I mean, if Arsenal keep continuing the way they perform, I think we could get a result of this. This is probably the must-win match because with the times that we've been playing against Palace, like we said, draws, it's just not good enough.
Yeah, and anything is possible. Just how Kevin Garnett said it. Anyways, thanks for coming on, Jess. Appreciate it. My guy.
No problem.
Now, Natish, what's your prediction for the game before we go?
I think Palace has a defense which has been very poor this season. They are scoring some goals, but they can't defend. So I think we should be getting in. If they play like they have been playing, I think it could be a high scoring, maybe 3-1 or 4-1 for us. But again, if they park the bus like Newcastle did, then again, we should still be winning at least 2 or 3-1. So 3-1 is my ideal score.
3-1. Okay. And then what do you call it? Big Gunner. What's your prediction?
Yeah, I'm going 3-1 Arsenal, to be honest. Yeah, I feel like we're due another decent win, so I'm going 3-1.
3-1. Okay. What do you call it? Stephen?
I'm sorry, I'm just watching this guy. He's telling me I'm smoking crack. He needs to look at himself.
Nah. Don't acknowledge it. You know what it is? You don't have a conversation with the comments.
Look, I'd only acknowledge it if he comes on here and backs his talk, or actually B's not swearing and not having a go and like.
No, he's actually a nice guy. Like if you actually speak with him.
Yeah, well, then
you
come
can
on
have
and show it then, right? I'm a nice guy. I don't call people a twat because they have an opinion.
Nah,
I ain't scared, man. If you want to insta me, right? You can come on my channel and we can talk about it. So what?
Yeah. No, he has his own channel too. He does gaming. But yeah, he's a cool guy. Just I don't condone anybody cussing at each other. You guys can take that somewhere else. But what I'll say is right now, what's your prediction for the game, bro?
Yeah, prediction. I'll go 3-1 Arsenal.
3-1 Arsenal. So after everything,
It'd be tight though till 2-1, and then they'll go all out, and we'll probably catch them on a counter.
So you're saying it's going to be a close game. We could possibly draw, but at the end, we're going to have just enough minerals to win the game.
Yeah, it's not an easy game, Palace. Let's be honest. Every time we've said that, it's not.
No, it never has been. It never was an easy game. It's just what sometimes the games that you take that should be the easiest are actually the tough ones, and the ones that are easy, the ones that are tough, you find it surprisingly easy. Like the Chelsea game. That game was supposed to be the tough game, but you know what? It was surprisingly easy for us.
I think also part of that is the fact that Chelsea didn't play to their strengths. If they did, it could have been a different game entirely. But it's like I said, is that Arteta recently has been. Well, he's gone. Arteta recently has been getting the tactics right, tactically right, and making good in-game decisions, not like before, which was like the Spurs game, the Everton game, the Burnley game, where it was playing the same thing for 90 minutes and it was like for like subs. It was not doing anything, right? And it just literally looked like we're staring down the barrel of relegation. So,
sorry guys.
Right? So that for me, and it's not a Spurs fan shirt. It's called a Children's Liver Disease Foundation shirt. Get it right.
Listen, stop reading the comments. Stop reading the comments. Stop reading the comments.
Look. Seriously, man. Come on.
On Egal's channel, man.
James, chill out. James needs to chill out.
Guys, be
Use
nice.
your eyes, mate.
Just be nice, guys. This is Egal's channel, man. It's all love over here, man.
Just wanted to add one thing to that. The way we are scared about Eze and Zaha, I think they will be having their balls in their mouths with respect to Tierney on that left hand side. So they will also be worried. Roy Hodgson should be worried about the left hand side where we will be attacking and we can kill off the game from that side definitely.
Okay. Anyways, guys, this has almost been an hour. I'm gonna wrap it up. Nitish, thanks for coming on. Hopefully you can share it on your channel. Do you have the community page? Just put on your community page, let the people know that you're on, right? And then hopefully you guys, I'll put your comments in. I'll put everyone's links in the comment section, you guys, so you can find their channel. And my prediction, guys, I'm gonna go 3-1. I'm going to go 3-1 Arsenal. You know what? Forget that. I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal. I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal. My logic is going to be we've gotten a couple clean sheets in a row. Crystal Palace have looked good. And Crystal Palace do have a tendency, when they have back-to-back games, to rest some of their better players against the top teams and go all out against the lesser teams. So hopefully they do that against us, and hopefully it gets us enough energy and minerals to win. If we get the opening goal, we're gonna always win. I feel like in these kind of games, if we get the opening goal and lose against Crystal Palace, I'll be surprised. So hopefully we can get that opening goal, break our duck against Crystal Palace, and finally continue on how our season has been. But hey, as good as it is right now, around the corner comes 6 dangerous games. So let's not get too carried away if we win, right? But yeah, I'm out of here, boys. You guys good? Anything you got to say before we go?
Tomorrow, I think it's to be done as well, and everyone's welcome. 7 p.m. is my Hot Off the Press show, which is just a general football news show. All fans are welcome. All right, so anyone can jump on. It's SFeatleyTV. If you put the names up, then they can find me. And yeah, just trying to raise did my awareness show today, which why I'm wearing the charity shirt. And yeah, we'll have a good old debate about whether football should be continuing during this pandemic.
There you go.
Which I think is a big question.
So guys, I got 2 videos preloaded that are going to come out tomorrow. No, 3 videos. I have a Bendia tactical breakdown. I have a Basuma tactical breakdown, and I have a breakdown of how Arsenal could line up with both of them signing the thing. So hopefully that comes to fruition. Here's a little sneak peek in the background. Here's a little sneak peek right? And then yeah, so you guys just stay tuned for that.
He's just asked for the channel name. So if you want to put the brand name up, then you can see
if
it.
you guys if Nitish, you can give me the link, send it in the private chat so I can just put it out there for people. And Stephen, you've already done that, so I'm just going to copy paste your link.
That one I think is the awareness show bits. I think I'm not sure, so I'll send it again.
Yeah. So just send me your links, guys, and I'll just put it in the comment section so people can go. Go find your channel. So that
right now,
that first link is Stephen's
yeah,
channel.
that is.
That's Stephen's channel, and then the next one here, yeah, that is Stephen's channel. Guys, just send me your links over, and I'll put it in the chat. Now, in the meanwhile, I'll say one thing, guys. It doesn't matter if Arteta in. It doesn't matter if some people are Arteta out. At the end of the day, if we win, we're all happy. We're all celebrating. You can voice your opinion however you want. Just don't let it affect you and let it get you angry that how someone else feels about their manager or their club. It should not affect you in a negative way.
End. Sorry, I'll just say best way in the end is that best way to think of it is no matter what difference of opinion we have, we all have the same goal, which is the best for Arsenal Football Club. It's just we all have different views of the way that is.
Yo, Big Gunner, I'm waiting for your link.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to it, bro. I can't even remember how I did it. Oh yeah.
Just share a video and put it in the private. And then I can just share the video.
Cool. One sec.
I really need to set this up right. If I just remove my hand, I'll just fall down right now. The setup in this new place really needs to be worked on. I'm not making videos currently on the channel, but I think I'll get back to it maybe in a week or two.
Hey, I'm set up in the kitchen, mate. Right? This because of this new microphone. I can only have it like this now. So
yeah, Big Gunner is the only one who's got a good setup compared to we all got a weird setup.
I'm in the kitchen, mate, as well.
Oh,
it's called doing it on the cheap.
No, now that you guys have really given me a suggestion, I will try the kitchen.
There you go. I'm in the bedroom, so it's whatever. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the preview, and you know what? Maybe I'll do a part 2. But right now, this is enough. We've got a lot, and if you guys are not entertained, go watch Gladiator. Anyways, peace out.